Welcome back, y'all. What we're tying today, this is a pattern that was designed by Randall Kaufman. This is the Timberline Emerger. This is a substitute for when they're taking, fish are feeding on the top, but they're not taking your traditional duns. This is where you'll switch over and fish this. You can fish it dead drift, just under the surface. This thing can be tied all the way down to a 22. Most popular sizes are 14 through a 22. What we got in the hook today, this is my favorite size of this fly. This is a number 18. It's a Mustad 3906B, 3X hard, 2X long. The thread that we'll be tying with today is Ultra Thread in 70 gray. For our wings, we'll be tying in a pair of just regular grizzly hackle. For our collar, we'll be using brown rooster hackle. And for our tailing material, we'll just be using a regular piece of gray marabou. It's actually, this one is in a pearl gray. It don't have to be pearl gray, I guess. It could be whatever color you want it to be as long as it's gray. The body that we'll be using today is a mix of gray muskrat and silver blended together. If you don't have that, just use any gray dubbin. Get the match as close as you can get it and go with it. The rib that we're using is gold wire in bright in size medium. Let's get started. We're gonna come in where we're gonna tie in those wing tips. Start building our body using our thread. Hopefully everybody's doing good today. This is the first day back for the work week. If you guys aren't doing so hot, hang tight. Friday's almost here. Another fishing weekend. Don't need a whole lot of this marabou. Just a little pinch will do you. Tail's the length of the body. We'll come in, measure. Gonna get those butts out of there. We don't want too much stuff in there. Pinch and loop, pinch and loop. Look at it, it's a little long. We'll come in, clean that out. We're gonna go counter spin on our thread and open it up. It's gonna help you lay that marabou down right against that hook, and it's gonna help you keep a good body. See, flattened it right out. On the way back down for the return trip, we're gonna tie in our rib. I'm tying that in on the side of the hook shank toward myself. If you guys got anything you want to see, let us know. Like always, we'll be doing a live feed one day this week for a tying group that wants to see some stuff. I'm not sure what they want to see. I'm still waiting to hear from them. So if you guys are watching, give me a call. May have missed a call while I was at dinner, but I'll answer the phone while I'm eating. Come in and dub this on. You want this fly to be kind of slender, so don't go too crazy on your dubbing. For the hackle that we're going to use to collar this, now this is a size 18 hook, and what I've done is I've gauged out a piece of hackle to a size 16. I want it to be just a little bit bigger. Oh, look at that, I'm going to run out. Let's back off a little bit. All that'll let you do is tie another little small piece of dubbing in. If you get too much on it when that happens, when you get to where you want to go, you can just pluck it off. It won't go anywhere. Looks like it's going to be about right. Let's get that guard hair out of there. I think I'll really mess with your hackles. All right, we're going to counter wrap with our gold rib. Open spiral. We're going to catch that in right there at the top. Once you got that, just pull it straight down like that one time. Catch that right in across the top of your hook. And you got to remember, when you break that off, it's going to leave a little burr there. So come back and cover it up real quick. That'll give you a nice tying point for your hackle tips and then your collar. And this fly will be done. It's Like I said, it's really quick. Might be out of tiny feathers. We'll get them down as small as we can get. Now, instead of stripping these down, I'm going to leave them together and use the stem to pull them. Because these wings are made to be tied in short. So we're going to put it way overboard, which is okay. Couple soft loops. I'm going to pull them through. Keep pulling. Right about there. See, they're tied in really, really short. Ain't a whole lot to them. I don't like that. We're not going to tie that. That looks like ass. Now let's clean that up a little bit. Get past that bad spot. Try again. It helps if you've got the tiny tips, but I'm fresh out of those. A lot of times when you're tying your smaller flies, if you'll take those tips, normally I won't say keep anything that should be a drop that needs to go on the floor, but for flies like this, and for your Adams and for your March Browns and stuff like that, be good for you to keep them. Let's try again. Come in short, pinch, take a look, hold them down, make sure they're gonna stand up. You guys can't really see it, but these are divided, kind of like a tent. And come in and clip that out. Now messing around up here in front of this head, we're gonna clockwise spin this time. We've built a little bit of a ramp in our head. So when you get ready to tie your collar in, don't advance your thread up. Once you start wrapping, let your hackle push that thread down. It'll act like a little brake going downhill. Won't let your hackle get out of the way. Out of control on you anyway. You don't want to overturn this. It's just going to take 1 or 2 turns. Nothing magical. Like I said, we ain't trying to float this. We're just trying to get it to hang out in the surface film. Oh, that's going to happen too. Try it again. Now we're tied in. We got that ramp built. We're going to bring our thread back. And see, that'll keep that from jumping down that little ramp that you've got built up. If you do that. I try not to do that, but it happens on occasion because fly tying's not perfect science. Can be for some of y'all. I'm just not that good. Anybody that's watched the channel long enough knows that I'm not that good. We'll come in and clean this up before we break off our hackle. There we go. I'm gonna put one more half hitch in a little bit higher. See if we can get those to lay back just a little bit. That's a little too much. There we go. Just like that. Counter spin. Open that up. Build you a little bit of a head there. There we go. One more half hitch. We'll come in and trim that out. Now you gotta make sure that you leave plenty of room in your hook eye. You don't want to cover that up. Come in, just make sure that that's still open. It's pretty much where it's supposed to be. And come in with our UV just a little bit. Now when you're tying these smaller flies, it's gonna build up in the eye sometimes and just keep you extra little feather hanging out. And You can just run it through that hook eye, and that'll clean that right out for you. You don't have to worry about it. Here's one of my dogs running down the hallway. Worst part about having puppies and hardwood floors. Hit it with the light. And that's it, y'all. That's a Timberline emerger. Show it to your friends, tie you some up, put them in your box. I usually keep these in the full range, that 22 through 14, just in case. I've had really good success with this fly. This fly normally was tied in a light wire. I tie them a little bit heavier just so the fish won't flatten you out. Never know what you're going to catch on them. So since it's not a dry fly, I really don't care to fish a little bit heavier. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Go check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We don't do a whole lot of posting on Twitter, but on Instagram and Facebook we do. Don't forget to join our Facebook group when you're over there. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And until tomorrow, if you got anything you want to see, leave it in the comments below. And tight lines.